calling it a love song.
What's up guys, it's Mary Jim and I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be on how do your friends see you guys. So honestly, if you got any, fake friends, if you got amazing friends, if you got any jealous friends, whatever type of friends, this is just going to be on basically how they see you and everything. So yeah, we've got 6 piles here today, and I got a comment that said I don't really need to show the piles like up close, but like let me know if you guys want me to or not. But just for this intro I will, but like comment down below if you guys want me to do the close-ups. But yeah, so this is pile number 1. Okay, you can see a little clock or whatever, well, the gear. Okay, pile number 2, there's a nail, and you can see a little squiggly line with a purple border. Okay, pile number 3, we got a gray background. Pile 4, we got a butterfly with silver wings and then pink wings at the bottom and a pink background. Pile number 5, we got this fancy card. Okay, it's like steel copper type vibe. And then pile number 6, we have a gradient of red. So we've got like a dark red on top, and then it's a bit lighter, but it's still like overall a dark red color, Aubrey color. So yeah guys, these are the 6 piles. Please pick as many as you guys would like. Please watch the entire video as well. I love you so motherfucking much, and let's get straight into the video. What's up, I'm Vaughn. Let's get straight into your reading. So how do your friends see you? And definitely make sure to check out my last video. My last video, which was on how do their friends see you, but this is going to be about how do your friends see you. So yeah, let's get straight into it. This is going to be your channeled message. And yeah, so another message was coming in pile 1. Actually, like I heard them say something like, who am I to judge? And for some reason, even the song who am I to stand in your way by Chester C came up, so I definitely will link that song down below as well. But I just heard this person saying like, who am I to judge? And I heard them say, I feel like you don't deserve half the hate that you get. Or I feel like you don't get half of the hate you deserve, or like something about along those lines, where it's like they're saying like who am I to judge, basically. It's similar to sometimes when your friend, okay, it depends guys, maybe sometimes your friends see you as somewhere. It's kind of like if they ask you how does their makeup look, it's either like, I think sometimes you'd be like, oh my god, like it looks amazing, but then it's like in reality like actually you hate it. And low-key maybe sometimes they feel like sometimes you say things to them and it's kind of like you say it to be nice, but then it ends up kind of being like mean or like hurting them in the long term, basically. So sometimes they wish you would kind of like rub off the band-aid immediately instead of like dragging things along. But yeah, anyways, okay, how do they see you? So we got the 9 of Swords that came up, right? We got the 3 of Wands. Okay, the World card, the Ace of Wands, wow, the 3 of Wands, the Hierophant card, and then also the Moon card. Wow. So yeah, the 9 of Swords and the 3 of Wands. Guys, oh my god, I just realized we literally have synchronicities. We got 2 3 of Wands. So definitely, the 3 of Wands does talk about waiting for something. It talks about wanting to hear from somebody as well, and then realizing that basically the phone goes both ways. So it's sort of about someone that's like, say now they've been waiting for you to message them back, and then it's kind of like, okay, what, screw it, I'm just gonna message them, like I also have power in my own hands. So sometimes maybe they kind of see you as someone that definitely does kind of do everything in the friendship. Maybe you're the one, you're basically the glue, or like it's kind of like if you were to stop replying to like their messages, it's kind of like their life would fall apart without you, like low-key. But yeah, I can just see them saying like, they also want to have some responsibility when it comes to this friendship as well, like they want you to trust them more sometimes. But like they see you as like, a nice person, like, with the World card, the Ace of Wands, driven, someone that's very open, kind, loving, someone that's very like, just very nice, basically, very nurturing as well, someone that's very open to, new experiences and new people. Like there's a lot about you, definitely. But let's get into your channel's message. Oh my god guys, I'm not even kidding you, bro. Literally this was the first one that I wrote, and you guys picked number 1 as well. So definitely there's like so many synchronicities in this pile 1. Like guys, you guys are so divine. But yeah, anyways, let me stop rambling. So it says, you've always been the first person to do everything. First to get a partner, first leave a bad relationship. You knew before I even could have a chance. How do you look at me? Do you mean what you say? Guys, literally I said that. Like, I hope you guys can read this. Actually, can't, the lighting is too much. But yeah, so it says here, do you mean what you say? Literally, I say that about like sometimes maybe I don't want to say you lie to them, because it's not this like deceitful energy where it's like the Seven of Swords type vibe. It's just more like, I just feel like sometimes you don't like disappointing people, so sometimes you'll say things to people just because, or you'll say things to your friends per se, and like you'll just say it to basically not hurt their feelings sometimes. And like I said, sometimes they wish you could just be more direct and more, you know, straightforward. But the Nine of Swords, I really feel like they see you as someone that has definitely gone through a lot of pain in your past relationships, 100%. You know, I feel like sometimes they feel like you talk about your ex a lot. Maybe if you do have a past partner, maybe you talk about your ex a lot. Maybe sometimes you are always like, or they can kind of tell that it's kind of like they feel like sometimes you still aren't completely over your ex. And guys, I'm so sorry, I hate bringing up the ex because I just feel like it always ruins the reading. But like, it came up, guys, it came up, so don't worry, I won't mention them anymore. But that was coming up though. So sometimes I just get the vibe where like they feel like sometimes you haven't healed completely from past relationships. You know, maybe if they say now your friend made you pasta, they made you some macaroni and cheese, right? I can see them like, you know, saying, oh, can you taste this for me, like how does it taste? And I can see you being like, oh my god, it tastes so nice. And then it's kind of just like you're lying though, you know, but like you're trying to be supportive though in the same, like, you know, light though. And yeah, sometimes they feel like definitely like they're disappointed in you when you aren't completely honest with them as well, definitely. Or sometimes they feel like maybe they are disappointments to you. You know, maybe you're someone that's very like with the World card and the Ace of Wands, you know, you're someone that's very driven and goal orientated, or like you've always been the first person to do everything, you know, first person to get their license, to get into a relationship, to break up with their partner. You're the first person to do a lot of things, you know. And I just get the vibe it's kind of like they feel like they aren't, you know, on your league, or they kind of feel like you basically like, you know, left them behind, you know. And like I'm not getting the vibe where it's like they're saying, oh my god, like you were like malicious. Like I'm not getting anything like that, but like for your friends love you 1000%. But there is vibe where it's like they feel like low-key maybe they kind of felt like you left them out when it came to certain things, you know. Like yeah, maybe you were a teacher's pet when you were in school as well, definitely. And I can see them saying like, oh, getting a bit sad that it's kind of like the teacher liked you more, and then it's kind of like, yeah. Well, I can see people gravitating towards you in general. Maybe you have a lot of friends in your life, basically, with the Three of Wands. And I can just see you're not always, you know, reaching out to your friends. Or it's kind of like, even if you do reach out to them, sometimes they wonder, like, you know, would you rather be with this person? Or like sometimes people wonder, like, you know, how much do you truly care about them? And I can just see your friends, like, you know, wanting to, like, you know, make sure that, like, you still care about them, and that like you still want to be in this friendship, you know what I mean? Because I feel like they take this friendship very, very, very seriously, 1000%, you know. And yeah, I just feel like they see you as someone that definitely like low-key, you might be a trendsetter. I can see people definitely following in your lead as well, you know. Like say now you get a partner, and you get a boyfriend, girlfriend, whichever gender, you get a partner, right? I can see you breaking up with them, like, you know, maybe a month later, and then your friends following your lead as well. So definitely your friends kind of like, you know, look to you as like being like low-key, you could definitely be the firstborn or something. And I just feel like they look at you, and then it's kind of like, how do I say this, bro? It's like they look at you and they kind of like try to say now you made a mistake, or because okay, this sounds so bad. Say now you were the first person to get your license, right? I can see you like, you know, telling them what it was like when you first got your license, and them kind of like, you know, being like, oh, is that what happened, and then them kind of avoiding all of the mistakes that you first made, basically. So people definitely look at you, and they kind of like look at you as like a guideline type of way, definitely. And with the World card, they see you like, you know, being a very open and nurturing person, 1000%. I feel like they love your hair, they feel like you're someone that really like, you really bring the vibe to people, definitely, you know. People definitely either love you or they hate you low-key, but they feel like you're a very peaceful person, definitely. I feel like you're someone that doesn't like, you know, making people mad, making people angry. You just prefer, you know, keeping the peace, basically. Oh yeah, and I didn't even say accumulate is going to be your overall energy as well. I forgot to even say that. But yeah, you know, I just feel like maybe sometimes you're a bit skeptical when it comes to relationships. So I can just see people feeling like you've been hurt in the past when it comes to relationships, definitely. And yeah, with the Ace of Wands, people feel like you're someone that really, you know, you love new opportunities, you love meeting new people, and you love, you know, making your stamp and your mark in the world, 1000%, you know. People feel like they can see you having kids one day and being an amazing parent, definitely. They feel like you're someone that also knows how to, like, I'm getting something like you know how to hold children very well or something. Or sometimes maybe you baby your friends around. Like, you'll do everything for your friends and your family, 100%, you know. Like, you'll just be like, it's fine, I'll do it, it's fine, I'll do it. Like, you always do things first. Yeah, you're the first person to do anything. And yeah, again with the Three of Wands, you know, waiting for someone to text you back as well. So I can definitely see your friends, you know, waiting for you to text them back. And I can see that your friends also, like, you know, wondering, like, you know, how much do you care about them, bro, for real? Because it says, yeah, how do you look at me? And they got the Hierophant card. Yeah, I feel like your friends definitely wonder, like, you know, how do you see them 1000%? They really do get a bit self-conscious around you sometimes. Because they feel like maybe you just don't always see them in their best light sometimes. I can see people, you know, your friends being around you and kind of like, you know, wanting you to see the best in them. And like, yeah. Your friends are very self-conscious when it comes to you. And they want to know what you're thinking about them. And then we got the Moon card. They feel like you're someone that's very mysterious as well. You do things in secret, definitely, you know. Yeah. And they just feel like sometimes they don't know everything about you. And like they wonder, like, you know, what are you doing when you aren't, you know, replying to them, when you aren't with them? Like, what do you do? But yeah, they wonder about you. They think about you a lot, definitely. I feel like your friends are definitely like always thinking about you all the time. Like thinking, oh, what are you doing? What are you up to now? Who are you talking to? What is this? What's this, you know? I can see them, you know, following you on social media and like, you know, like looking at your posts and like thinking, oh, how do you know this person? Or like, oh my God, do you know this person? I can just see them like, you know, wondering things about you basically. But yeah, guys, that's what I got for pile number 1. I really hope the video resonated. I love you so much, and let's get into the next one. What a palm to, let's get straight into your reading. So how do your friends see you? Alrighty, so your overall energy is going to be the trifecta card. And yeah, for some reason I feel like you could definitely be like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Like I was getting like, you know, a sign energy. Definitely you could be a Scorpio or Sagittarius. Like I was getting also, you know, fire sign energy. I was getting like, you know, Aries, Leo, Sag. But yeah, specifically Sag and Scorpio, or like Libra vibes, or Gemini, like I say. But anyways, so your channel message over here, and then yeah, your cards over here. So another message was coming in, also part number 2. So I kind of heard your friends busy saying something like, it hasn't been that long. And then I heard them say, I definitely remember. Do you remember? Or like, I definitely remember. So maybe I can see your friends being very nostalgic when it comes to you. I can see them saying like, oh my God, like, do you remember when we had that secret handshake? Like, I still remember. Like, do you remember it? Or maybe sometimes your friends kind of see you as like, you know, being low-key flaky sometimes, where it's like they basically have to remind you, you know, up until the day to be like, okay, listen, we still have plans, we're still on for our plans, we're still on for our plans, because otherwise it's kind of like you're gonna forget things. So maybe you're very busy sometimes, but I can see your friends kind of feeling like they have to basically, you know, just really keep you updated all the time, 100%, you know. Maybe you love, you know, keeping your friends updated in your life sometimes, or if you guys have a group chat, I can see you guys texting all the time. But yeah, I can see your friends basically not wanting to, like, you know, leave you out of the loop as well. But yeah, so how do your friends see you? Okay, we got the 2 of Pentacles, the the King of Swords. Okay, interesting. We got the 10 of Cups. Wow, the Tower card. We got the 2 of guys. Wow, there's so many synchronicities. Like, I'm not even kidding. Pile 1, literally, we got the 3 of Wands. We got the 3 of Wands. I've got the 2 of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles again. Wow. Okay. We got the Magician card and the 4 of Pentacles. So definitely, you could be an air sign. An earth sign as well. Definitely, you could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo, water sign, air sign, Aquarius energy, definitely, but I'm getting a lot of air sign energy. So yeah, 2 of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords, and yeah, like I said, the trifecta is going to be your overall energy. So let's get into your channeled message. Ooh, damn, pile 2. So it says, sometimes when I look at you, I can tell you're just trying to keep it together. You've always had your eyes bigger than everyone else's. You talk about everything. You're constantly reassuring me that you love me. You more. Guys, that's so freaking sweet, pile 2. Literally, I was getting the vibe where it's like you're constantly, you know, like talking to your friends, and like, oh, that's so sweet, pile 2, for real. But yeah, like, where should I start? Let me start with the trifecta card. So, you know, like I say, this talks about polyamory sometimes, and it talks about just always being in contact with your friends and really talking to them, caring about them, and like loving them no matter what, basically, you know. I feel like maybe you're someone that maybe, like, this is vibe where it's like you might talk to your friends all the time, yes, but I also get the vibe where it's like maybe sometimes you don't always talk to your friends, but it's kind of like you care about them nonetheless, you know. Those friends that you have that it's kind of like you don't talk to them every single day, but like when you do talk to them, you guys end up talking for hours and hours and hours, and you like end up updating them on your entire life and just telling them how you are and everything. Like, those friendships, and low-key maybe that's how your friends see you. They see you as someone where it's like they might not talk to you every single day, but they truly love you with like, literally everything that they have. And they hope you know that for real. And like I can even see your friends saying like, bro, I care about you way more than you care about me, And I just feel like maybe you're very busy with life right now, and that's why I'm getting your friends, being there for you. And I can see your friends messaging you more, and then you kind of being like, bro, I'm so busy, I'm so sorry I didn't get back to you, like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And I can see your friends being very understanding about that as well, So if you've been very like, in your energy, not really, talking to people, I feel like your friends understand as well. And super sorry if you guys can hear all the shouting, but yeah. Anyway, sorry about that. So where was I? Let's start with the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like your friends see you as someone that definitely is very flashy sometimes, like this is vibe where it's like with the Two of Pentacles literally being clarified. So 1000%, you could be someone that definitely is very codependent. And I just realized, bro, it's 222, like, oh my god. But anyways, let me troll, guys. So yeah, the Two of Pentacles, they see you as someone that sometimes struggles with maybe balancing your work life and your professional life sometimes. I can see them saying like, oh, maybe you like, it's not that you don't care about your friends, but I feel like you care about them so much. But I just feel like sometimes maybe your work takes preface, or your work takes priority number one sometimes over your friends sometimes, because I'm getting with the Pentacles over here, it's like you're trying to balance everything in the Tower, because sometimes, you can't do it all by yourself, sometimes you really just need help. And then with the Four of Pentacles, it's like trying to keep everything together, so this is vibe. It's kind of like sometimes your friends feel like you're someone that tries to do too much for everyone, and sometimes people feel like, or your friends feel like, they can't always help you in the way that you need to be helped. I can see them like, see now you're telling them, oh my god, like I had such a bad day, and oh my god, I can see you explaining how you had a bad day. And I just feel like sometimes your friends feel kind of like they can't really help you in anything, Or like if you tell them, wow, like I had such an awful day at work, like it was so bad, like so many of my customers were doing this and this and this. I can just see your friends kind of feeling like disconnected and feeling like they can't always relate to you, or they feel like they can't really help you in anything, And it kind of like, it makes them feel bad. But yeah, they see you as someone that definitely is like, making your money. Like they feel like you're trying to really, establish your life. They feel like you're trying to really like, go far in life. And they truly see you as like, being a very talented person. But like, they also feel like sometimes you, like I said, you put too much on your plate sometimes. And like you put too much pressure on yourself, maybe to be perfect, or to just like, do too much. And then with the King of Swords, they see you as someone that definitely is very unemotional sometimes. I feel like sometimes they feel like you're like, maybe like not grumpy, but low-key, maybe sometimes you're very grumpy. Or it's kind of like, you're just very like, go with the flow, do your own vibe, and kind of like, you are how you are, like, take me as I am, and what you see is what you get. They see you as someone that is very strong, definitely very analytical, very, very, very intelligent, 100%, like if you're a male, or like whichever gender, if you're growing out your facial hair, I can see them saying like, oh my god, like your beard is patchy, but like low-key making fun of you, but like, in like a funny way. Like I'm getting like, light-hearted energy, even though we got the Tower card. Like I just feel like sometimes they say like yeah, sometimes they like, yeah, I can see them like, making fun of you, but like not in like a rude way, just in more like oh my god, like you're trying to grow a beard, like bro, it's not gonna happen, like no, it's patchy as heck, Or say now you got a new hair, I can see them saying, bro, no, like it does not look nice. So like if you made a recent life decision about yourself, I can see them saying, bro, no, like that's not it, like no, I don't like it, But like I said, not in like a bad way, just like in a more like a fun, light-hearted way, Because the King of Swords being clarified with the Two of Pentacles, so I feel like it's not that serious. But yeah, you could definitely be a very serious person, because even when I started channeling your energy, I was getting something about you being very funny, but being very serious at the same time. So yeah, you laugh at inappropriate times sometimes. And then with the Ten of Cups, they definitely see you as someone that is like, super successful in your friendships and your relationships. They feel like you're someone that tries to prioritize your life very well, but sometimes they feel like you don't always succeed in that as well, They feel like you have just like these huge eyes, and like when I say huge eyes, I just mean like, you have these wandering eyes, but like not in like a seductual way, but more in like a, you really want a lot for your life, like you want to plan your life, like you want a big, extravagant, lavish life, you know, like I can see you really like, you know, wanting to, you know, make money. I can see you wanting to have a business. I can see you wanting, you know, so much things for your life as well. And people feel like, you know, you're definitely gonna get there, like you're on your way, like you're well on your way, bro, for real. But they feel like sometimes with the Tower card, bro, they might feel like low-key, I don't know, it's like they feel like low-key maybe you need more guidance in your life sometimes, because I can see them saying like, bro, it feels like you're just trying to keep everything together. Literally where it says here, when I look at you, I can tell you're just trying to keep things together. So I feel like sometimes they feel like you need more guidance in your life. Maybe like you need a mentor, or like they sometimes feel like you need to ask for advice, where you need to really like, you know, like you do reassure your friends that you love them, but sometimes they wish you would reassure them when it comes to, you know, your financial decisions, when it comes to what you want for your life as well, you know, because I feel like you're someone that's more like, you know, if I want it, you know, that Ariana Grande song where it's like, I want it, I got it. I want it, like, you know, I buy my friends diamond rings, like that type of vibe. Like you have that energy about you. Maybe even buy your friends like stuff, like you buy them expensive presents. And I can see them saying, bro, don't buy me anything, like, you know, save this for yourself, like, you know, keep it for yourself, you know. But yeah, like there's this vibe that they're saying they want you to have more guidance in your life. They want you to, you know, have a more straight, clear path, and not like, you know, be so wishy-washy type vibe, you know. Because I feel like it's really gonna, like, you know, like, yeah, like they're saying like they don't want you to, how can I say, build your life around the present, basically, you know. Yeah. Like I can even see you thinking about getting a matching tattoo with a friend, and I can see your friend saying, bro, that's not a good idea, like don't do that, you know. So maybe when it comes to certain life decisions that you make, I can see your friends not really agreeing with you, and be like, no, bro, don't do that, like that's not the right move, that's not the right thing to do. And then again with the Two of Pentacles, you know, balancing your life out as well, you know. So sometimes your friends feel like you put them on the back seat, but then other times you really just like, you know, make sure your friends are always there for you, and like you really love them, and you always reassure them, and they care about you so much. The Magician card, they feel like you're so skillful, talented, and full of surprises as well, definitely. Like I feel like you definitely might have a very like a secret talent. Definitely I'll make a video. Let me know if you guys like a video on your secret hidden talents, or like what you're really good at, or your strengths or something like that, because I feel like you know how to kind of like, you know, make it up to a partner as well, definitely. Say now you haven't replied to your friends, or say now you were just like, you know, you did something and it hurt your friends' feelings. I can see you being like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, and taking accountability, and really like, you know, trying to get your friend to forgive you as well. Yeah, because I can see like one of your older friendships, maybe like one of your older friends that you've had for a long time, coming back and being like, oh my god, it's fine, I forgive you, like, you know, I miss you type vibe, you know. So I just feel like your friends always kind of felt like they always cared about you, you know, like no matter what you do to them, like even if you like, you know, mess up, they kind of always have cared about you, bro, for real. And then the Four of Pentacles, sometimes I feel like you're very stingy with your money. Like I was getting the vibe where it's like you spend your money a lot, but at the same time I get the vibe where it's like you're very stingy sometimes, you know. So I feel like, you know, you try to balance it out. Sometimes you're very like, you know, stingy, sometimes you're very more like, okay, let's spend money, you know. And yeah, like they're saying like, you know, they want you to really get a balance of your life as well, you know. They're saying, you know, take care of what you need to, and then you can come back to me, you know, like it's gonna be okay, I understand, don't worry about it, like, you know, I got you, B, it's alright. So yeah, really owning your own energy, not really wanting to share your energy with anybody else as well. I can even see your friends being very overprotective of you as well, definitely, you know. Say now you have like, you know, 5 friends. I can see your friend being like, I don't like that friend, I don't like when hang out with that person, I don't like them, they're not good for you. I can see your friends like, you know, being like that as well, bro, for real. But like they're saying that they're doing it in like, you know, in your best interest as well though. So yeah, pile 2, that's what I got for your reading. I really hope the video resonated. I love you so motherfucking much, and let's get into the next one. What's up, pile 3? Let's get straight into your reading. So how do your friends see you guys? Honestly, very interesting, pile 3. Like I really want to see what your channel message is, because I don't know why, but I feel like it's gonna be very interesting. Yeah, maybe this might be a deep reading or something, but yeah, how do your friends see you? So yeah, so your overall energy is going to be the Un and 2 card, and yeah, this is your channel message. But another message was coming in. Like I heard a lot of different messages coming in, like a lot of conflicted energy. So I heard one friend say something like I don't like clear. I heard, this is what I heard word for word. Clearly first impressions aren't that important, because I don't even remember when I first met you, or when I did first meet you, I wasn't really open to being your friend, or like I wasn't really thinking about being your friend. Like I didn't want to be your friend when I first met you. And that might sound really rude, whatever, but like it's not bad though, but I just feel like when your friends first meet you, maybe, or like this one specific friend, I can see them saying, bro, I really was not looking for another friendship. I can see this person saying like, bro, I have enough friends, like I really was not looking for another friendship, you know. And I can see them sometimes feeling like, okay, this might sound a bit rude, guys, but like I said, take it resonates, I love you so much, mwah, mwah, mwah. But I can see them saying maybe sometimes you're a bit overbearing, or I can see them saying like they need their space, or I can see them saying like, bro, I did not want a friend when I first met you, like I didn't want to be friends when I first met you. But like I said, only when they first meet you. I feel like it changed over time, where like, they basically grew to like, and they grew to like, you know, enjoy the stuff that they didn't like about you when they first met you as well, you know. But yeah, so how do your friends see you guys? Okay, so we got the 4 of clubs that came up, right? The 4 of wands, the 3 of pentacles, the 6 of pentacles, okay? We got the 6 of cups. Oh, we got a lot of 6 energy. We got the 3 and the 3 and the 6, okay? So yeah, waiting energy, talking about insomnia as well. Maybe you struggle with sleeping, or sometimes you're always up late at night as well. And I can see yourself, you know, having amazing taste in music as well. And I can see your friends saying like, oh my god, I love your music, I love your clothes, like bro, what is your taste in like music? Because the number 6 really talks about like, you know, having amazing taste, bro, for real. Like fine taste, okay? Fine wine. Like, the Queen of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. Oh my god, wow. Okay, so yeah, like I said, the 4 of Wands, the 3 of Pentacles, and then we also got the Un and 2 card being your overall energy. So let's get into your channeled message first. And super sorry if you guys can hear all the talking outside, but yeah. Oh man, that's so sweet. That's really sweet. So pile 3, it says, I like when we used to just chill. I miss when we would talk for hours, listen to music. Bro, I literally said that, like I was getting the vibe where it's like, you have amazing taste in music. I miss when we would talk for hours, listen to music, and not get bored of each other. I was always excited to see you. Things feel different now. Oof. Wow. That's an interesting pile 3. I wasn't not expecting that to be your channel message. I thought it was going to be a different one. But yeah, let's get into it. So with the Un and 2 card, I'll definitely link down a video of Un and 2, because like, yeah, there are a couple, but maybe you're dating one of your friends as well, bro, because I feel like there's like a lot of different friends in your friendship group, you know. Like maybe like you have a lot of different friends about you, so it's like a lot of combined energy. But anyways, so I feel like your friends kind of see you as someone where it's like I said, when they first met you, they weren't really open to being your friend, but I feel like now it's kind of like, I can see them looking back and being like, wow, bro, like, you know, the times when I thought that like I didn't like you, bro, like that was the best time of our life, you know. Like this sounds okay, like you have like a high school friend, bro, for real. Like, you know, when they talk about, oh, high school's gonna be the best years of your life, you know, oh, college is gonna be the best years of your life, like you're gonna make lifelong friends. And I can just see you guys hanging out and really taking what you guys have for granted sometimes, you know. And I can see kind of your friends, like, you know, thinking that sometimes they took you for granted, you know, like they're saying like, bro, like those times when you were always there for me, like when I would always talk to you, when like I was constantly, you know, there for you, like I really took that for granted, you know. And I can see them like, you know, feeling bad about it, bro, for real. But yeah, I'm getting something about them, you know, looking back at memories and feeling like they should have just treasured the moments more with you, basically. Especially with the 6 of cups, you know. This does talk about nostalgic energy. It talks about, you know, missing the good times, basically. Yeah. And wanting things to go back to how they were in the past, like wanting things to go back to how they were, yeah. Wanting to change the past sometimes. With the 4 of Wands that came up, right, I can see them like, you know, feeling like you're someone that definitely likes to balance out your life a lot, bro, for real, you know. Similar to pile number 2, actually no, not similar at all. I feel like your friends kind of see you as someone that's more like very organized in your life, basically, you know. I feel like you're someone that's like, okay, I'm doing this on this day, this on this day, like you just seem very organized, very put together, and very like, you know where you're going in your life, basically, you know. They feel like you're someone that is very well-rounded as well, you know. I feel like you're someone that's very smart, very inspired, and also that you like music as well, you know. Like, I feel like you're someone that isn't just like, okay, you're just one person, like, oh, you're just a smart friend. It's like, you know, you're smart, you're intelligent, and you're attractive as well, you know. I feel like you're very well-rounded, where it's like you have a lot of things that interest you as well, definitely. Yeah, they feel like they can talk to you about anything, bro, for real, and they miss that about you. Like, I just feel like there's a lot of missing energy, bro, especially with the 4 of Swords, you know. It talks about taking time back to kind of just reflect and heal, basically. So I can see people be like, you know, missing you, your friends missing you as well, definitely. But it's like the vibe where it's like, I can see, low-key, this might sound really bad, but I can see some of your friends, maybe they are unemployed right now, and obviously that is understandable, but I can see some of your friends, like, you know, not being in the best place financially, spiritually, or mentally, or wherever, and I can see them, you know, kind of feeling like, wow, bro, like, wasn't everything so much better when we were, like, you know, back in high school? And I can see you being like, no, bro, like, you know, in high school, like, I was freaking depressed, bro, like, that was not fun. And I can see your friends be like, no, bro, like, it was so much fun. So sometimes I can see maybe you guys not always being on the same page when it comes to your friends as well. So, you know, sometimes I can see your friends saying like, bro, like, wasn't that so fun? And then that actually being like, you know, very traumatic for you as well. You know, sometimes you guys might need to heal a lot of, like, you know, things in your friendship as well. Definitely, bro. But yeah, anyways, and they also got the 3 of Pentacles, so I can also see them worrying about you a lot, stressing about you for some reason. I feel like your friends like to think about, like, you, like I said, your taste, your music taste, and, like, you know, like I said, your vibe in general, because they really like it. And I can see your friends, like, you know, feeling like you're trying to get rid of them, or like I can see your friends sometimes feeling like you're trying to ditch them for some reason. Yeah. Or like your friends get jealous of you, like, whenever they hang out with you sometimes, bro, for real. Like, I can even see you being on your phone, and I can see your friends being like, oh, who you texting, who you talking to, you know, like that type of vibe as well. Like, yeah. But your friends kind of see you as someone that like, they just feel like you've really, like, you know, grown into yourself a lot, and they feel like you've really, like, just done what makes you happy, basically. You know, I feel like you were someone that maybe you spoke about, you know, doing a certain thing in the past, and then it's kind of like you ended up doing it as well, you know. And people kind of feel like you're living your dream, basically, you know. And I can just see your friends, like, you know, feeling like, you know, like, damn, man, like, I thought I was gonna be doing that, or like, I wish I was, like, you know, doing what you're doing as well, you know. And like, it's not jealousy, I just feel like they wish they were kind of, you know, doing the same thing you were doing, or they wish they were as happy as you sometimes, you know. Yeah, because as she says here, I was excited to see you, I was always excited to see you, things feel different now, off. So sometimes maybe your friends kind of feel like you guys don't always understand each other. Sometimes they feel like they don't want to hang out with you sometimes, you know, because it's kind of like they just feel like it's just so different when now, because you guys are like such on different pages, you know. It's like they're saying, like, they just feel like you guys can't always relate sometimes, you know, bro, for real. Like, say now your friends are like, you know, 5 years older than you, 4 years older than you, or 2 years younger than you. I can see your friends being like, maybe you're talking about college admission, and I can see your friends talking, it's like, say now you're talking about college admissions, and I can see your other friends talking about, you know, getting their first job, or, you know, buying a house or something. And then it's kind of like they're saying, bro, like, why can't we talk about the same thing? Why aren't we on the same page, you know? Like, this feels so weird, feels so off, you know, for real. Like, I remember I had a friend like that one time, actually. Like, she was only a year older than me, but like, sometimes I would really feel the distance, or the gap, the age gap in our friendship. And sometimes it went away, sometimes it was, like, you know, really prevalent. So sometimes I can see people feeling like they can feel, like, you know, the age gap, the wealth gap, they can feel the gap between you guys as well, you know. But yeah, I just feel like it needs some mending, some TLC, bro, for real, okay? So yeah, we've got the 6 of Cups. I can see people seeing you as, like, you know, being a very nostalgic person, you know. I just feel like whenever they look at you, they kind of, like, you know, get very nostalgic, they get really happy as well, bro, for real. I feel like your friends really do love you, but it's kind of like you're saying, bro, I love you, but like, I cannot see you every single day. And like, sorry if that sounds really rude, bro, but like, bro, that's fine. Like, imagine wanting to see someone, you know, every single day. Like, bro, like, no, guys, that's not the vibe, you know. I just feel like your friends are saying, like, you know, bro, I love spending time with you, I love hanging out with you, but like, not every single day. Like, I can't do it every single day, you know. Like, they're saying, like, I get tired when I spend too much time with you for some reason. Because like I said, you guys are on different pages sometimes, you know, and maybe sometimes it's hard to think about, you know, things to talk about. Like, sometimes they're hanging out with you and they're like, oh my god, like, what should I say? I can see them feeling, like, you know, awkward and off sometimes, you know, because maybe in the past, when it came to your friends, you guys could just talk about anything, but now it's kind of like you have to think about things before you press send, you know. Or I can see your friends thinking a lot before they text you, or thinking a lot before they message you, but thinking a lot before they spend time with you, basically. But they love texting you. Like, I feel like maybe you have a lot of internet friends, like online friends, and I can see your online friends, like, you know, loving you and spending time with you and, like, you know, talking to you, but like not wanting to meet you in person because maybe they're afraid, they're shy. But like, they like keeping things online, you know, as well. Like, they like texting you, they like sending you voice notes, like, you know, doing all that stuff online, technical stuff. The 4 of Swords, I feel like you're someone that definitely is healing your past trauma as well. Definitely, you might be a very spiritual person, but I'm getting something about trauma coming up in this as well. Definitely, Pile 3. But yeah, they feel like you're just really, like, you know, doing what makes you happy. They feel like you're, you know, just going after what you want, basically, and like, you're putting your money where your mouth is, basically. And they feel like also you're someone that really enjoys also your solitude and your alone time as well, definitely. Yeah. And I can see your friends even saying like they want you to also take time to relax and rest as well. Like they're saying like you should go to a spa day, or like we should go on a spa day, you know, like we should go catch up, or like we should go get coffee, you know. And then it's kind of like you guys never end up getting coffee. Like low key, maybe they see you as like, you know, being that friendly. It's like you guys always talk about making plans, but you guys never end up making plans, you know. But you know, they truly do have a soft spot for you, bro, for real. I feel like they definitely have a soft spot for you, you know. The Four of Swords, they have 4 soft spots for you. And then with the Queen of Wands, I see what's being super authentic, bro. Literally super attractive. They feel like, you know, people are always drawn to you. They feel like you're someone that smells nice. You aren't afraid to speak your mind, your truth, basically, bro. For real, you have an amazing body. And they feel like also you're someone that isn't afraid of, like, you know, the future or the past as well, bro. For real. Yeah. Like, for real, you aren't afraid of anything, bro. For real. Like, you know, your first day of kindergarten, when it's like you have to go and you have to leave your mom for the first time, or you have to leave your parent for the first time, or your guardian, whoever takes care of you. And then it's kind of like you get 2 kids, you get 2 types of people, you know. You get the one person that's like, you know, crying their eyes out, and then you get the other person that's just like, okay, bye, you know. And okay, I feel like you're the second person where it's like you're just like, you're okay with like, you know, losing contact with friends that you were really close with in the past, you know. And people feel like they can feel that as well, you know. But it's like at the same time, obviously you still care about them. 10 of Pentacles, I see you being financially abundant, you know, making your money, making your coin. And I can just see them saying like, bro, although we aren't as close as we used to be in the past, it's like I still hope I can text you one day and we can, like, you know, catch up one day as well, you know. Like this just feels like a high school friendship where it's like you guys haven't spoken to each other in a while, and then when you guys do see each other, it's kind of like it's awkward, it's weird, but like it's nice, you know. It's weird, but it's nice at the same time, you know, for real. Yeah, like I low key most of those friendships where it's like it's still weird, it's still awkward, you know. Like it's very fresh friendship as well, you know. Maybe you just met somebody new and you're wondering like, you know, how do they see you? And I feel like they're saying like, bro, we're just getting to know each other, like, you know, let's just like, you know, chill, see how things go, like, you know. But yeah, I can definitely see this being a long-term friendship though, for real, bro. Like even if you guys end up losing touch and then, you know, connecting again, losing touch and connecting again. But yeah, there is something about communication being constant here though, for real. So yeah, that's what I got for pile number 3. I really hope the video resonated. I love you so motherfucking much, and let's get into the next one. What's up, pile number 4? Let's get straight into your reading. So how do your friends see you? I'm super excited about this video because you guys got the memo pattern. Honestly, this is like low-key my favorite, like one of my favorite cards. So yeah, this is your channel message as well. So yeah, and you guys got the butterfly as well. A lot of different energies, powerful. So, and yeah, sorry if you guys can hear like the shouting in the back as well. But anyways, so the message that came in for you guys, like before I read your channel message, was kind of like I heard them say something like I heard a lot of different things. Like I heard them say firstly like you might have a mini you, or I can see people, I can see you, one of your friends really being obsessed with you and like, you know, wanting to be you low-key, you know, like for some reason. I can see them like, you know, saying like, if I jump over the bridge, like, will you jump as well, you know? Or I can see one of your friends being very controlling and saying like, bro, jump, and you saying how high, you know? Sometimes maybe you have a lot of like, you know, friends that are very codependent, or I just feel like you're very close to your friend as well, definitely. And I remember another thing, like I'll link down Single by 30, definitely I'll link it down below. Like I'll just link down the trailer so you guys can get the gist of what I'm trying to say. But I can see one of your friends saying, bro, like, you know, if you're single by like, you know, 30, like, can we get married, you know? Or I can see your friend saying like, you know, bro, like, you know, if I'm not dating anybody, like if I'm single, like, you know, would you date me, you know? So I can see your friends like, you know, looking at you and feeling like they look at you in like a romantic sense sometimes, you know, sometimes, bro, for real. Yeah, like I feel like your friends see you in a very romantic way. Like, okay, sis, let's see what's poppin'. Okay, powerful. So what's poppin'? Okay, we got the king. Oh wow, we got 2 kings here. So, you know, we got a lot of like Aries energy. Like we got the earth and we got water as well. So yeah, we got the king of cups and we got the king of pentacles. Wow, a lot of dominant energy. We got the 3 of cups that came up, right? Ooh, sorry guys, my legs are, okay. We got the 3 of cups that came up, right? We got the 9 of pentacles. So much freaking pentacle energy. The king of cups, guys, synchronicities. Oh my gosh, wow. We got the chariot card and we got the king of swords. Oh my gosh, guys, literally they see you as like, you know, being such a dominant person. Like what the actual road, damn. Like, okay, I just feel like you go after what you want, bro, for real. Like you go after your coin, you go after your heart, bro, you go after everything, bro. Like I feel like you're someone that definitely, bro, like they like, bro, your friends love you, bro, for real. I feel like your friends definitely like you, bro, for real. They love you. Like, oh my god, like let's see your channel message, okay? knew it. Bitch, I freaking knew it, bro. I freaking knew it, okay? So it says, you already know you look good, bro, period. You're going to be okay. You really don't need anybody but yourself. You were my friend when I didn't really have anyone, and I'll always think of us as close. I won't forget you. Guys, it's so freaking sweet. Like, for some reason, I'm even thinking about the perks of being a wallflower, bro, for real. Like, I'll link down a video, like maybe a sad video, just because, like, mixing things up. But yeah, like I said, we got the King of Cups and also the King of Pentacles. So let's start with the memo pad that came up, right? How do your friends see you, bro? They see you as being like, I was even getting someone saying like, bro, you're my human diary, bro. Like, people definitely see you as like, you know, being the secret keeper. You know, you might be someone that's very good at keeping secrets, or like, yeah, I feel like you're very good at keeping secrets, bro, for real, you know. Like, I can see you having a secret life and like, you know, not telling anybody about it as well, you know. Like, you might be having a secret business venture, and I can see you like you're not telling your friends or your family until like you finally made it as well, you know. Or I can see you making it financial. I can see you like, you know, making it far in life, and I can see your friends be like, bro, I do not know how you did it, you know. I can see your friends be like, bro, like, oh my god, like, I can't believe you're doing this now, like, that's so insane. Like, I remember when like you were just like, you know, talking about doing it, and I just feel like your friends really feel like they've really seen you like you do like a 360, bro, for real. Like, you know, they've seen you gone through so many transformations, bro, for real. But yeah, the memo pad kind of talks about emotions. It talks about oh my god, literally, I'm sorry, there's like so much shouting, guys. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, and I changed the setup a little bit so you guys can see more of the cards. But anyways, so yeah, it talks about midnight thoughts. So I just feel like sometimes they feel like you're very emotional sometimes, definitely, bro. Like, yeah, I feel like sometimes you aren't always sure on yourself sometimes, and sometimes I can see your friends saying like, bro, you're gonna be okay, like, you're fine, bro, for real, you know. Sometimes I can see your friends kind of feel like, I was getting the vibe where it's like you're very dominant, but at the same time I can see your friends seeing you as like, you know, being a baby, like, low-key, bro, for real. Like, I'm getting the vibe where it's like, you know, sometimes when, oh my god, I get it. So, you know, when you have like your best friend, bro, for real, and like you see your best friend, like, you know, obviously your best friend is attractive. I cannot obviously, but I can see you having a best friend that's very attractive, and it's kind of like, you know, when you're used to your friends so much, where it's kind of like you don't see them as like, okay, this is so weird, guys. It's like so much different energy. It's like, I feel like, you know, sometimes you look at your friend and you're just like, bro, like, you're so like, no, like, you're not cute, like, what are you talking about, you know? But like, you're joking, of course, right? And I can just see people like, you know, saying like, oh my god, like, your friend is so pretty, like, you know, your friends are so pretty. And I can see your friends like, you know, like I can hear people talking about how you're very attractive and everything, and I can see your friends being like, what, they're not attractive, like, what do you mean? But like looking at you and being like, oh my god, wow, like, actually you're so freaking attractive, you know. Because I just feel like your friends are so used to you at this point where it's kind of like they know everything about you, you know, that it's kind of like sometimes they just basically are like, oh yeah, like, whatever, you're just a normal person, like, you're not whatever, you know. But then on the other end, I feel like there's more friends that are kind of like looking at you in like a very romantic way, bro, for real. Like, especially with the Three of Cups, I can definitely see one of your friends being in love with you. But I feel like maybe you have a lot of friends, so it's kind of hard to say just like, you know, one person specifically. But yeah, so that's anyways with the memo pad, like a lot of different energies. So with the King of Cups that came up, but I feel like they see you with someone that definitely, again, the synchronicities, they see you as being someone that's very, very, very sensitive, very emotional, someone that's very vulnerable sometimes. I feel like you're unafraid to talk about your feelings. And yeah, like, you know, I feel like if you're someone that maybe your friend hurt your feelings, I can see you saying, hey, like, you know, that I showed my feelings, like, can you apologize? Or like, hey, I miss you, how are you? And I can just see you constantly, you know, checking up on your friends. I can just see you like, yeah, really caring about your friends as well, you know. Or say now, I can see you like, you know, texting your friends and being like, are you mad at me? Are you mad at me? Like, you know, those friends that we have sometimes, like, I can see you definitely saying that as well, you know. And I can see your friends being like, bro, I'm not mad at you, I'm fine, don't worry about it, you know. Or it's just like I can see you really caring about your friends' feelings, and it's kind of like sometimes you do it like, you know, to like a detriment where it's like it's a lot, bro, you know. Sometimes it's like it's overkill, bro, for real. But they see you as being such a nice person for real, bro. They're saying like you don't need anybody except yourself. Yes, I can see your friends saying like they feel like you have so much strength and power inside of you that they wish you would sometimes just really unleash to the world, basically, you know. Because sometimes they feel like you aren't so sure, but sometimes they feel like you're very timid, you know. Like you don't really like, you know, tell people you like your worth. Like you don't be like, bro, this is who I am, this is what I want, this is it, that. Like, you know, sometimes you don't always, you know, do that sometimes, you know. I feel like it takes a lot for you to get to that point as well, you know. Like you might definitely have a huge temper, or it's kind of like you only lash out on people if they really need it as well, you know. Because I can see you getting mad at a friend, and or I can see you like, yeah, getting mad at a friend, and I can see your friends being like, bro, that person probably deserved it as well, you know, because it's like, it takes a lot for you to show that side of you that isn't very nice. And I feel that people know that it's like, if you ever talk bad about someone, it means they truly deserve it, or it means like they really probably ain't shit, you know what I mean? And like, no tea, no shade, guys, but I feel like, yeah, that's what they feel like. They really trust your word, bro, for real. They trust your word. I can see your friends like, I'll take your word for it, you know what I mean? And then we've got the King of Pentacles. They see you as like, you know, making your money, bro, for real. They feel like you're such a stable person as well, bro, for real. They feel like you're someone that can give amazing advice. Someone that's very level-headed as well. Like, you think critically. I just feel like you're someone that's like, you know, really going far in life and like doing financially very well as well. And I can see your friends wanting to like ask you for advice when it comes to, you know, having a business, money, and like things in general, basically, you know. I can see them saying like, bro, how are you so attractive? I just feel like you have a lot of admirers. Like, you have friends that are like basically some of your admirers, bro, for real. Like, I can see your friends like, you know, being like, oh my god, like, I love your hair so much, I love your hands, I love your eyes, like, oh my gosh, you're so attractive, you're so pretty, you know. So maybe like your friends don't even know that they're in love with you, bro, for real. Because I feel like one of your friends is in love with you, but like maybe they aren't even like aware of it, bro, for real. But yeah, they love your hair, bro. They really, really, really do. And then we also got the Three of Cups. They see you as being someone that loves to celebrate life. I feel like your friends see you as like, you know, basically being the life of the party. You know, like you enjoy going out, celebrating, talking to friends, laughing, joking, drinking, clubbing, dancing. Like, you just seem like someone that's like, you enjoy having a good time. And at the same time, they feel like sometimes like, when it comes to relationships, maybe you've hooked up with your friends before. I can see your friend kind of feeling like I don't know, like I feel like you've hooked up with one of your friends before, and I can see your friends being like, I wonder, like, do you like me? Like, maybe sometimes your friends, like, you know, wonder like, do you have a crush on me? Like, do you like me? I can see that thought definitely, like, you know, passing their head, like passing in their mind as well, definitely. And then with the Knight of Pentacles, they see you as being someone that takes a really long time to open up to people as well, definitely, you know. Like, you believe in more, like, you know, slow and steady, like, you know, wins the race, basically. I see you as being someone that's very stable, very, like, you know, noble, very, like, you know, oh, very chivalrous, very, like, oh, it's fine, oh, before you, you know, having amazing table manners. And yeah, like I said, like, you know, slow and steady, basically. Yeah. And then the King of Cups, like I said, about being very sensitive as well. And then the Chariot card, they see you as being definitely, like, you could be a Cancer as well, you know, a water sign. And they see you as being someone that, like, you know, struggles maybe getting out of your comfort zone. But I feel like at the same time, it's like, yeah, I feel like sometimes maybe you struggle with it, or maybe you're very good at it. But I feel like sometimes, yeah, I feel like you might struggle with getting out of your comfort zone. Sometimes you struggle with, like, you know, being open and transparent with your feelings and your emotions sometimes. Like, you aren't afraid to get emotional, don't get me wrong, but I feel like when it comes to, you know, love relationships, sometimes you struggle with, like, you know, saying, like, you care about people. Sometimes you struggle with, you know, saying I love you to people, you know. Maybe you grew up in a household where it's kind of like you weren't always affectionate, so you don't really enjoy hugs. And I can see your friends being like, oh my god, like, why can't I hug you, like, you know. And I can see you being like, you know. And yeah, like, this person saying, you know, like, you were there for me at a very important time in my life, and I'm always going to think of us as close, even if we don't talk all the time. And like, I won't ever forget you, bro, for real. Like, I feel like there's one specific friend that's really coming up in this reading that truly feels like they're always gonna love and care about you, like, you know, no matter what happens between you guys, you know, whether you guys end up dating, breaking up, you know, or, you know, never speaking again in the future. They're just saying, like, you know, they truly always felt comfortable with you, basically. Could you make people feel comfortable? Like, they feel like they could just, like, you know, text you and be like, hey, like, how are you, I miss you. And I feel like you'd be like, oh, hey, what's up, like, I miss you too. And like, you would just talk to them, you know. Like, you won't ever be like, oh my god, like, where were you, like, we haven't spoken in, like, you know, forever. Like, you won't be like that, you know. Like, you understand life gets hectic sometimes. And then we also got the King of Swords. They see you as being, as much as, like, you know, you're very emotional, I feel like you're someone that also is very understanding as well. And it's kind of like, you understand that, like, sometimes friendships, you know, have arguments, and it's kind of like you have to really, like, you know, be able to work that as well in order to have a healthy relationship. I feel like people see you as, like, you know, being a very healthy friend, basically, you know, like, you're very healthy. If you have a disagreement with a friend, I can see you, like, you know, pulling them aside and being like, hey, so we had a disagreement, can we talk about it? Like, can we just, you know, be able to move on? Like, let's be mature adults about it. Like, you know, let's try to move on. and they like that about you, definitely. Like, you won't try to be like pouting and be like, oh my god, I'm not gonna talk to you anymore, you hurt my feelings. Like, you're more like, no, like, let's solve the problem now so we don't have to talk about it later, you know. And people like that about you, bro, for real. Like, I'm getting even Skins vibes, bro, for real, like Euphoria type vibes. But anyways, that's what I got for part number 4. I really hope the video resonated. I love you so motherfucking much, and let's get into the next one. What's up, pile number 5? Let's get straight into your reading. So, how do your friends see you guys? Honestly, I'm super excited about this reading because pile 5, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, you guys had like the strongest energy like the entire time. Like, I just keep hearing somebody is jealous of you, somebody's jealous of you. So definitely pile 5, you might have a lot of jealous friends, or, you know, toxic people in your life, or, you know, fake friends in your life. But like, I was getting that vibe like the whole time. But like, now that like I'm actually doing your pal, I'm getting a different message. Like, I'm getting a different energy now. So, you know, maybe that resonates with you, maybe it doesn't, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, this is your channel message as well, and yeah, right, it's going to be your overall energy. But another message came up, and I heard this person saying like this is what I heard from this person, like maybe it's a work colleague or something, because I feel like you have a lot of friends maybe, but it's kind of, or maybe actually you don't have that many friends. Like, I feel like maybe you don't have that many friends, and I'm getting like this is like a work colleague, or like it's a school friend or something, or like it's a friend from like a certain place. And I can hear them saying, I'm so glad that I don't have to tell you everything that's going on in my life, because we don't need to talk about everything. Or I can hear this person saying, I like that, like, we don't have to talk about our career, or we don't have to talk about how much money we make, you know. So maybe you have a certain friend that you guys don't talk about everything together, you know, but like it's still very healthy as well, you know. I feel like they like that, like they don't know everything about you basically. But yeah, anyways, let's get into it. Sorry about that. But yeah, anyways, definitely I'll link down the song called Yeah Right by Joji, because I freaking love this mother effing motherfucking song. Okay, so yeah. So yeah, but like I was getting the vibe, like they were saying like they like that you guys don't talk about unnecessary things, bro, for real. Anyways, we got the Ace of Clubs that came up, right? Ooh, we got the 3 of Swords that came up, right? The Empress card, wow. The 5 of Swords, makes sense, makes sense. The Temperance card that came up, right? Yeah. The Page of Wands, and then also the 9 of Swords, wow. That's so interesting. Like, for some reason, I feel like definitely, like, even though it does say the Page of Wands, I feel like low-key, your name could be Paige. Like, for some reason, I feel like maybe your name's Paige or something. Paige or Jessica. Like, that's coming up. Paige, Jessica. But yeah, anyways. So yeah, like I said, got the Yeah Right being your overall energy, and then we got the 8 of Wands and the 3 of Swords. So let's get into how do your friends see you, alrighty? Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I kind of knew it. I low-key kind of knew it, okay? So it says, not gonna lie, when I first met you, I didn't exactly like you, but you've taught me a lot about myself. You always help others, even if it means throwing yourself under the bus sometimes. I respect the hell out of you. Okay, there's the airplane. Okay, anyway, sorry about that. So, anyways, where was I? Yeah, so I was busy reading your message, so it said, like, I'll just read it again, okay? So it says, not gonna lie, when I first met you, I didn't exactly like you, but you've taught me a lot about myself. You always help others, even if it means throwing yourself under the bus sometimes. I respect the hell out of you. Wow, pile 5, like, I really do get the vibes. Like, definitely your friends really do respect you, and especially if this is, like, you know, work colleagues more so than friends, because I feel like it's, like, you know, pushing the borders between where it's, like, is it really friends? Because I don't really know if you guys are friends or not, but yeah, you know, we've got synchronicities where it's the 5 of Swords, and we've got the pile 5 as well. But yeah, anyways, let's start off with the Yeah Right card, I guess. So this is vibe that definitely I can see you having a friend that, like, I just feel like it's a work colleague. Like, you know, sometimes when it comes to work colleagues, like, bro, they're gonna be the closest people. Like, bro, oh my god, like, I feel like, you know, certain work colleagues that you have, or class friends that you have, school friends, it's kind of like you guys are so close to each other, but you would never invite them to your house, but like you tell them everything about your life sometimes, you know what I mean? And low-key, maybe that's how people see you, or that's how your friends see you. They see you someone where it's like you guys are very close, but at the same time, I just feel like there's a line, and you guys don't ever cross that line, you know what I mean? Where it's like, yes, you guys might talk about everything, laugh and joke, but it's like at the same time, you wouldn't even invite them to your house, or you wouldn't even invite them to your birthday party. Or I can just see there be a vibe where it's like, they like you, but they aren't, like, you know, super over the moon about you sometimes, you know what I mean? So I can see maybe your friends, like, you know, thinking sometimes that, like, I don't know, like, maybe you are very rich, or maybe I don't know, like I get the vibe where like there's something about you, maybe a partner or something, and I can see them being like, I don't like your partner, so I don't like you, you know. And I can just see people kind of like, you know, grouping in where it's kind of like, say now you have friends, I can see someone being like, oh well, because you're friends with this person, that means I don't like you anymore, you know. So maybe you have a friend, and like in your friend group maybe there's someone that doesn't like somebody else, and I can kind of feel like this person saying like, you should pick a side, like you can't be on both of our sides, like, you know, like no way, you know what I mean. So yeah, but like this vibe is kind of like, I can see some people like, you know, being your friend, but like, you know, not being a completely real friend, you know. I can see them being a bit of a fake friend sometimes, and kind of just like, you know, talking to you, but like not really like, you know, investing time with you basically, you know. Like they'll talk to you and hours will go by, but they aren't investing the time to, you know, get to know you and like, you know, care about you, you know what I mean. So definitely be on the lookout for that as well. But they definitely still respect you, bro, like for 100%, you know. I feel like there's a vibe with the 8 of Cups that came up, right? They definitely see you as like, you know, being a huge like such a hard worker, bro, for real. I feel like you're someone that will, you know, like especially if it has to do with work, I can see you, you know, doing overtime, you know, doing the most, and just really caring about people, and like, you know, yeah, like you definitely might be a boss or something, and I can just see you like perfecting your work, and like, you know, just like wanting the best of people as well. 1000%, you know, you're very giving, and like you have a very open and like very open heart. Like I feel like you're a very transparent person as well. And I just feel like I can see so many people meeting you and being like, you know, like we're not gonna be friends and everything. And I can just see them saying like, bro, even if we aren't like, you know, friends, I can see them saying, okay, sorry guys. Oops. So anyway, sorry about that. I can just see people saying like, they just feel like you guys don't have that much in common sometimes, you know. But I can still see them saying like, bro, even if we aren't like I said, friends, I can see them saying, bro, I still respect you, I still think you're an amazing person, you're still a hard worker, you're still like, you know, a great person. But like, just because we aren't that close doesn't mean like I don't care about you, I don't think you're like, you know, you're a good person, you know. So there is a vibe as well, you know. And then with the 3 of Swords, I kind of feel like they see you as being someone that enjoys also spending time with yourself as well. I feel like you're someone that you, like, I don't know, but I get the vibe. It's like sometimes I can see you taking pictures of yourself, or I can see people seeing pictures of you and thinking like, wow, you look so independent, like you look like you love yourself, like you look like you're happy, like, you know, by yourself, like you look like you're enjoying your own company, like, you look like you're your own best friend basically, you know. And I can see people like, you know, wondering like, I wonder who your best friend is, like, you know, like who are you friends with, you know. Like I do get the vibe where it's like people like, you know, wonder stuff about you sometimes, like they wonder like, you know, how many friends you have, who's your best friend. I can see people like, you know, thinking like, you know, that type of stuff as well for some reason. And I'm getting the vibe where it's like I can see even people like, you know, gossiping about you and then talking to you like, you know, right afterwards. Or I can see, yeah, I can definitely see that happening as well. Like this was quote that's even coming to my mind, where it says something like, don't tell me what they said about me, tell me why were they, don't tell me what they said about me, tell me why were they so comfortable telling you. Because it's kind of like, you know, if a friend comes to you and they tell you, oh my gosh, this person was busy gossiping about you, it's kind of like, yeah, that's cool and everything, but like, why was this person so comfortable telling you about me if they know we're friends? You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, you know what I mean? But iffy energy. So, but then on the other hand, it's kind of like that friend still came to you and they still told you what's going on. So it's like I said, it's like very contradictory, where it's like I can see this person being like, yeah, I'm your friend, but like sometimes I'm not your friend, but I'm your friend, but I'm not your friend, you know. So yeah. And with the Empress card, bro, they see you as being such an attractive person, 1000%. They see you as being someone that really is feeling yourself, very attractive, very beautiful. They see you as being someone that really own your sexuality as well. They feel like you're someone that really, like, you know, you don't struggle when it comes to making friends or, you know, getting into relationships as well, basically, you know. I can just see them saying like, yeah, you know, we're friends, but like we're not that close, basically. But yeah, they definitely see you as being very attractive. I feel like maybe people are even jealous of, like, you know, how pretty you are sometimes. And that sounds so, like, you know, shallow and surface level, but I feel like this is a very surface level friendship. So yeah, like this isn't all your friends, it's just going to be like, it's just coming up your work colleagues or something like that, you know. Or maybe you only have, like, you know, one best friend, but then you have a lot of acquaintances, you know, and like you only talk to them sometimes, or like you don't know everything about them sometimes. So yeah, with the 5 of Swords, I can just see them saying like, maybe sometimes I can see your friends feeling like you maybe talk about them behind their back sometimes, like low-key, like your friends sometimes feel like you do that sometimes. Or I can see your friend saying like sometimes you you dig your own grave low-key. Like low-key. I can see them saying like no, it's your fault we're talking with that person, because if you talk to that person, like, I just feel like it's very high school, very petty type vibes. Like, I can see your friend say, like, don't talk to them, they're not a good person, and if you talk to them, like, you're gonna end up getting, like, you know, hurt, basically. Like, threatening energy, bro, for real. But your friend see you as someone that doesn't like seeing people suffer as well. Like, say now you're busy studying for a test, I can see you, like, you know, maybe you know the answers on the test. I can see you being like, oh my god, okay, fine, here's your answers. I can just see you being someone that, like, if you know something about someone, you have to tell them. Like, you know, if you know something's gonna hurt someone, you won't do it as well. Like, yeah, like, the vibe is, like, you don't like seeing people, like, you know, in pain. And it's kind of like, no matter how bad someone, like, you know, hurts you in the past, it's kind of like, you could never do the same thing back to them because you care too much, you know. Like, I can see you having a friend, and that friend, like, you know, just gossiping about you and, like, not being a good friend. I can still see you being like, but, like, I love them, they're my friend, like, it's fine, you know, and making excuses for them as well. And then we've got the Temperance card. People see you as being a very patient person, very nurturing, very balanced in your life as well. I feel like you're someone that knows when to think and when to act as well, definitely, bro, because we've got so much, you know, Aries energy, where we got so much fire sign energy, then we also got a lot of, you know, air sign energy, where it's like you think before you speak, bro, for real. And people like that about you, and that's why they respect you. It's like you can be unbiased, especially if you're a boss or something. And yeah, they respect you, know your ground, they respect, you know, you as a person, and like what you've been through. The Page of Wands. I just feel like there's some people that definitely are envious of you, though. And I can see people, like, you know, stalking you, like, you know, wondering about your life, thinking about you and everything. Yeah. And I can see some people, like, you know, maybe they didn't like you when they first met you, like I said. And I can see them, like, you know, changing their mind and being like, actually, like, you're a really cool person. Like, actually, I want to be your friend. So people that were on the Five of Swords end up being on the Page of Wands, you know. Like, at first they were like, you know, look at you. And then they end up, you know, wanting to be your friend afterwards. And then we've got the Nine of Swords. They see you as being someone that is really emotional, very sensitive. And sometimes they kind of feel like sometimes you get very sad sometimes. Or maybe you care about what people think about you, and I feel like they can tell. Like, they know that, like, if someone were to, like, you know, swear at you, if someone were to kind of, like, you know, say something rude to you, like, you get very sad about it, you know. Like, yeah, you have a huge heart, bro, for real. And I just feel like there's some people that are very, like, you know, stressed out about you, bro, for real. And people dreaming about you and talking about you behind your back as well. And I just feel like there's some people in your life right now, in your friendship group, and I can just see them saying, like, they feel like they have to choose a side. They feel like they have to either choose your side or someone else's side, or maybe it's you having to choose someone's side as well. But yeah, like, there's, like, so much drama, Pile 5, like, a lot of drama. So you might have to end up, you know, choosing one friend and one friend only, because I feel like the rest of them are all fake. Like, throw them all away, just, like, keep one friend. But yeah, they just feel like they respect you, like, you know, no matter what, bro. Like, no matter what happens between you guys, like, they're saying, I respect you, bro. Like, even if we aren't, like, you know, friends, like I said, like, I respect you. So yeah, that's what I got for pile number 5. I really hope the video resonated. I love you so freaking much, and let's get into the next one. What's up, how much is this reading to you reading? So guys, honestly, I'm super bummed out because literally I already recorded this pile, but then my camera died and then it deleted the clip as well. So let's just backtrack and get into how do your friends see you already. And I'm super sorry for guys can hear all the barking and everything, but yeah, anyways, so your overall interest is going to be the donuts card, and then your channel message is this one over here. So let's get straight into it. Okay, how do your friends see you? So it says, I know you got a big heart. You're constantly asking if I got home safe, and you're an amazing cook. You make me laugh and smile. Sometimes I wonder why you don't tell me about the stuff that really bothers you. Stay mad. Okay, pile 6. So, how do they see you? So let's first start with the donuts card that came up, right? I really feel like they see you as being someone that's very attractive. I get the vibe where it's kind of like maybe you might have gone, I don't want to say you went through a glow up or anything, but I can see people kind of like, you know, or your friends kind of like, you know, looking at you and being like, wow, like you just look so much like, you know, better, like you just look like you're happy, you look like you're really like, you know, like you found yourself, like you look like you're really like, you know, or feeling yourself basically, you know. Because I get the vibe where it's kind of like maybe you did your hair differently, or it's kind of like you've grown up a lot over the years, and it's kind of like I can just see you like, you know, becoming progressively more attractive to people as well, bro, for real. Like low-key, I feel like linking down this one video called When You Have an Attractive Best Friend, because like low-key I can see people kind of like, you know, feeling like you're very attractive, and I can just see you having friends, and I can see your friends kind of like feeling like, maybe because you have a lot of like close friends and close best friends, you know, maybe it's kind of like you don't really say, you know, oh, you're my best friend, you're my best friend. I feel like you're maybe someone that's more like, okay, you're all my best friends, like, you know, you guys are all my friends, I love you guys all equally. But like this is vibe where it's kind of like I can see your friends kind of feeling like they want you to distinguish what, like saying, okay, I'm your best friend, I'm your second best friend, I'm your, like, you know what I mean. I can see your friends kind of like, you know, looking at you and feeling like you do care about them, bro, for real. But I can see your friends kind of feeling like sometimes you don't always, you know, come to them about certain things about your life. Sometimes, you know, say now you went through a breakup or something, I can just see you like, you know, not really telling them, oh hey, I went through a breakup, you know. Or I can see you going through something like very serious in your life, and I can just see your friends kind of like, you know, hearing about it through a third party sometimes, you know. Or maybe it's kind of like you're more open and transparent with like, you know, one of your friends more so than your other friends as well, you know. And I can see your friends kind of being like, oh, so like I thought we were all close, but like it turns out actually like I'm not as close as I thought we were, you know. Or I just feel like yeah, like I feel like you have one specific best friend, and I can just see all of your friends kind of being like, oh, so like I'm not your actual best friend, you know. Or it's kind of like if you say, oh, this is my best friend, I can just see your friends being a bit jealous or being a bit like, oh, okay, so I know my place, you know. But yeah, so with the Ace of Cups, I definitely see you as being someone that's very like, you know, loving, very caring, very nurturing, 1000%. They feel like you're someone that's very sensitive, and I just feel like you're someone that's very funny as well, though, for real. Like, you know, you like making your friends laugh, you like lightening up the mood as well, definitely. You like having a good time as well. You like dressing nice and looking nice as well, definitely. I can see your friends enjoy like, you know, taking you out. They like going out basically with you, definitely. Like they like seeing you in public, or they like being seen in public with you as well. Because I can see your friends hang out with you and like taking a lot of pictures as well. And then with the 9 of Wands, I feel like your friends see you as being someone that's very like, you know, like I just feel like you're very desirable, because I feel like you have so many friends, and it's kind of like a lot of people want you, bro, for real. Like 1000%, bro. So many people want you, and I just feel like your friends kind of feel like, oh yeah, like, you know, you're spending time with me now, that means, you know, you care about me more than this person. And like there's a vibe where it's kind of like your friends sometimes like to one up each other, you know. Sometimes maybe you have very competitive friends, and it's kind of like you have to basically, you know, share your time between all your friends as well, you know. And like your friends kind of see you as being someone that's very good at maintaining friendships as well, definitely, you know. I feel like you might be friends with people that are like, you know, from pre-primary school, from high school. Like I just feel like you've been friends with people for like, you know, 10 plus years, and it's kind of like you still know how to maintain your friendships, you know. And like that's a really good thing as well. But like there is a vibe where it's kind of like you don't always talk about the things that really bother you as well, though. But like I'll get into that though in a second. With the 4 of Wands that came up, right, your friends kind of see you as being someone that is very like, you know, like a wish fulfillment type vibe, you know. I feel like you're someone that's really into manifesting, you know, you're very spiritual as well. And it's kind of like they see you as being someone that is like, you know, just very magical basically. I feel like they love your vibe, they like spending time with you, and they love your clothing as well, definitely, you know. If maybe you borrowed your clothing to a friend or something, I can see your friends kind of being like, bro, like you have my hoodie, like I need my clothes back or something. Or I can see your friends kind of feeling like they think about you a lot throughout the day, you know. Like I feel like, say now you have a friend, I can see them like, you know, going out to the mall or something, I can see them saying like, oh my god, like this reminds me of you, you know. Like I just feel like your friends really care about you sometimes as well. And I feel like maybe even you're like that as well, you know. If you hear a song, I can see you being like, oh my god, like this song reminds me of you. And then I can see you like, you know, texting your friends, like, you know, sending them songs, sending them music and everything, because it reminds you of them, you know. Or like sending you out now, I can see you like, you know, finding something like a present, a clothing article or anything, and I can see you saying, oh my god, like I had to get this for you because this reminded me of you, you know. And it's like so sweet, bro, for real. And then with the King of Wands, people definitely see you as being someone that is like, you know, a huge player, or like your friends see you as like, you know, being someone that like, you know, doesn't have trouble when it comes to getting into relationships. But I feel like sometimes you don't always talk about your partners to your friends sometimes, you know. But like even like past 6, when I was busy recording your reading, I was getting the vibe where it's kind of like I can see your friends kind of saying that like you shouldn't hang out with this one person, or like you shouldn't hang out with this one specific person for some reason as well. So maybe you have like a type when it comes to, you know, your romantic partners, where it's like you like going for bad boys, or you like going for people that just like aren't like, you know, I don't know, but I feel like maybe your friends have like, you know, super high expectations for you or something along the lines of that. And I can just see your friends kind of being like, bro, don't hang out with this person, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that, like they're not good for you, and like that type of vibe, you know. And yeah, I just feel like I can see your friends kind of feeling like you don't always, you know, tell them how you feel, you don't always like, you know, be completely open and transparent with them as well, you know, when it comes to, you know, things that are busy bothering you as well, you know. Yeah, like, you know, you seem very easy-go-lucky, but I can see your friends kind of feeling like low-key maybe it's kind of like things get to you more than you lead on sometimes, you know. Like maybe you're more sensitive than you lead on, or maybe it's kind of like they feel like they know something's upsetting you, or they know you're hiding something from them, but it's like you still don't tell them, you know. And I can see them like, you know, being like, okay, well then fine, you know, and getting a bit like upset with you about that as well. And then with the Four of Cups, they see you as being a huge thinker as well. It's definitely a huge thinker. Someone that likes to withdraw yourself from people as well. Like maybe whenever you're going through something like, you know, really hard for you, I can see you being someone that just prefers to rather, you know, close yourself off basically, or like you're someone that likes to process your emotions a lot, you know. Yeah, process emotions more. Yeah. And then we got the Nine of Cups. They see you as being very content with yourself though, definitely, you know. They feel like no matter what you go through, you always try to, you know, just see the brighter side of things basically, you know. You try to be very positive when you can. But like the Ace of vibe, where it's like they feel like they don't truly always know you sometimes basically. Like they don't always know what you're thinking, or like, you know, what hurts your feelings sometimes, you know, because you don't always let them know. And then with the Three of Swords, I just feel like there's one specific friend out there that basically feels very heartbroken because of you, you know. They feel like you're basically shutting them out. They feel like you're neglecting them, or they feel like you chose somebody else over them basically, you know. And I can see them saying like, I thought we were like, you know, best friends, like why haven't you tried, or why don't you just try, you know, opening up to me, you know. Because I just feel like this person felt very hurt when they heard something about you through a third party and not through you, you know. Like they had to hear from it through social media, or they had to hear from it, you know, through somebody else as well, you know. And like a channel message I was busy getting was something about them saying like they were like saying, I thought we were friends, like why can't you just try being open and honest with me? Like can't you just try? Yeah. Well, I can see like someone from your past trying to, or past friendship or past friend, you know, still being salty about this like friendship breakup as well. But yeah guys, that's what I got for part number 6. I really hope the video resonated. I love you all so freaking much. And but okay guys, that's what I got for part number 6. I really hope the video resonated. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment down below other video suggestions as well, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.